Hi Taurus, and welcome to your July 2019 horoscope. It's a little bit late. We're on the 6th of July here already, so excuse my tardiness. But on the 2nd of July, we had a total solar eclipse in Cancer on the North Node, and this was a new moon. So a new moon pulls energy in, and when it's interrupted via an eclipse, it lasts for about 6 months. And Cancer is about nurturing, it's about loving other people, it's about family, it's about being intuitive and creative and self-sacrificing. And that got sucked into your second house, not your second house, your third house of communication. So you're really able to express yourself with warmth and ease, and you're able to make other people feel good. You're able to be nurturing to yourself. Taurus is an earth sign. I'm a Virgo. I noticed this in myself recently, that end of June was a bit of a shit show, to be honest. But the beginning of July, I, as a Virgo, and most earth signs, they're not particularly fond of touching other people. You may disagree with me. It's the water signs that really like to touch other people, and they're hands-on healers. But even I have felt this sense of, yes, let's nurture people, let's take care of other people via touch. And there's a lot of healing just to be had from putting your hands on someone. So that nurturing energy in your third house of communication lasts for 6 months. So if you're trying to write a self-help book, or if you're trying to start a seminar or a workshop or some sort of nurturing communication, communicative healing, anything like that, if you're trying to set that up, you've got this Cancerian energy for the next 6 months really helping you out in that area. On the 2nd of July, we also have Mars, the male principle, going into Leo in your fourth house of family. And it sits there with Mercury in Leo at 3 degrees in your fourth house of family. So when it comes to family, there's the potential to really have fun and to go on bike trips and to go on a holiday and to enjoy yourself and do like the family unit kind of trip and enjoy yourself. So there's a lot of positivity there. Mars is the actual motivation to get it done. Mercury is about getting all the organizational things together and sorting it out. So it's really spontaneous, fun, light, joyous party time for you and your family here in July. So really enjoy that. On the 4th of July, we had Venus, the planet of love and beauty, and your ruler, little Tauruses, that has gone into Cancer on the 4th of July, and it joins the Sun in Cancer and the North Node in Cancer. And the third house is the third house of communication. So Venus is in Cancer until the end of the month, until the end of July. So you're really able to express your love very, very well. So if you have someone in your life who you don't feel like they know how much you love them, or people that you don't know how grateful you are to them, maybe a charity saved your life, maybe you went into the 12 steps and they saved your life. Maybe share and say, do you know what, guys, thank you so much. I really want to express my gratitude that you took care of me, and I want to give something back. And here's a donation, or here's a party that I'm going to throw for you and I'm going to organize. You know, like barbecues and dances and things, they don't just plan themselves. Someone has to step forward and do it. And it's the bystander effect. Everyone just assumes other people are going to do it. So if you have the spare time and you want to give something back to people you love, you really have the whole month to do it. And people will be super appreciative. Now, tomorrow on the 7th, Mercury, the communication planet, it goes retrograde in Leo in your fourth house. So still fun, still spontaneous in your family life. But now for the rest of the month, until the 31st of July, when Mercury is retrograde, there's now the potential for miscommunication. See? My letters just fell over. Miscommunication. I already had this happen to me yesterday. I got a text from a bank. I haven't used in 10 years, and they said you're in your unplanned overdraft. And I'm like, I don't have an account with you guys. As far as I know, I left £1 in that account in 2009 just to keep it open, and they're like, well, you're overdrawn and it's in collections. So the bank charges, they overdrew themselves. So I have to sort that kind of stuff out. So that kind of thing that's Mercury retrograde. Misunderstandings with banks, travel, saying something and the tone not being read correctly. You know, like if you're texting someone and you're trying to be funny and the other person thinks it's serious, and it's like, texts are really easy to misunderstand. So avoid texting family for the majority of July. Just really try and be as clear and concise as possible, because there is room for misunderstanding with Mercury going retrograde. Now, that goes on until the 16th, when we have a partial lunar eclipse. So we've got 2 eclipses this month, and that's in Capricorn on the south node. So this is an eclipse that's about letting go of stuff, and it's in Capricorn, so you have this urge to transform. You know what? I'm not gonna miss the ambulances. That's the one thing I'm not gonna miss. You've got Saturn, Pluto, and the Moon sitting in your 9th house of Capricorn during this full moon, which is also an eclipse. So it's a partial lunar eclipse. So part of the moon is going to be interrupted. And again, the effects last for 9 months. Not 9 months, 6 months. And it happens in your 9th house, excuse me. Mercury retrograde is hit early. Yikes. Okay, the 9th house is about you expanding your horizons, educating yourself, traveling, being comfortable in different areas, working hard to educate yourself so that you have more skills. And it's about letting go of this tendency to feel like, I am not good enough, I don't have enough experience, I am not worthy of applying to this job. It's really about letting go of that sense of, I don't have the skills required. And you're able to let go of all of that junk, and you're able to take care of yourself better, and to realize that you communicate and you are educated, and you're communicating with yourself, you're communicating with the universe, you're really in touch with everything, and you don't need to have a little complex, short man syndrome. You don't need to have that. You don't need to feel less than anyone else this month. And that's what this eclipse does. I'll make a separate video on the eclipse on the 16th, but just realize that it happens in your 9th house. That's the important thing. On the 19th, we have Mercury retrograding back into Cancer and joining all of your other planets in the 3rd house. So now it's all about expressing your feelings and emotions, but be careful, it's still in retrograde. So you could overshare now, and you may be sharing skeletons in the closet in an attempt to heal them. And you know what the worst thing is? When you share something with a friend, like something really secret, and then they throw it back in your face when you argue. So if you are going to share any secrets, and it's good to let go of secrets, our secrets keep us sick, make sure it's with a trusted person. Like if you're in a 12-step program, share it with your sponsor, share it with your priest, share it with your therapist, someone who is duty bound to be confidential, who has a duty of care not to break your confidentiality unless a crime is being committed. All right? Really important. And that sense of wanting to unburden yourself continues until the end of the month, when Venus goes into Leo. In your 4th house, it joins the Sun and Mercury there. And now it's back to family fun, enjoying yourself, really going for it, and planning trips. And the fire and the heat is back. And you want to take care of the ones you love, and you want to enjoy yourself with them, and you want to take trips, and you want to organize trips. And that is the energy you slide into August with. So that's what I get for you here in July. Have a wonderful month. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. I use astrology, tarot, and numerology in my readings. And the way I've drawn up the chart for you guys, Taurus, this month, I draw up your birth chart by taking your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth, and then I can analyze your chart and really answer any questions you have. So if you would like a reading, get in touch via gregoryscott.com, and I'll speak to you next month.